Hello, everyone. This is Corey Cook speaking from King's University College ITS with another video on how to use tools within OWL. For today, I'm going to talk to you about how to create two versions of the same multiple choice exam and how to create two groups that will allow for an accommodated group and a standard group. This is helpful when you have students who require a time accommodation for writing an exam and students who do not have that time accommodation requirement. So let's get started. Within your OWL site, you will see the Site Info tab to the left in the left margin. Clicking on that will bring you to this page. At the top of the page, you'll see Manage Groups. So I'm going to click on that. Then I'm going to click on Create a New Group. Doing so will allow me to create groups within my class lists, and I can separate students into an accommodated group and a non-accommodated group. So for the first group, we're going to call this the accommodated group. I'm then going to scroll down and I'm going to add a couple of students from my list of students to that group by clicking on the arrow here, and I'm then going to click on Add. So I've now created an accommodated group. I'm now going to create a new group. We'll call this group the standard group. And again, I'm going to add a couple of students from my list of students, and I'm going to click on Add. Now you can see I have two groups that have been created within my group list. Now I'm going to go down to tests and quizzes, where you'll see I have a couple of exams that I've created. For our demonstration purpose, I'll choose the final exam, and I'm going to click on the drop-down menu beside the final exam, and I'm going to click on Duplicate. This will create a second copy of that exam. And now you can see I have final exam and final exam copy 2. Now I'm going to edit the settings of the second exam to provide additional time for the accommodated group. So I'm going to click on the drop-down menu and I'm going to click on Settings. This will allow me to change the group that the assessment will be released to selected groups. And now you can see I have the two groups that I've recently created here. In this case, I'm going to choose accommodated group, and I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to choose the date that this exam will be available. I'm going to make it April 1st. You can choose also the time that it will be made available, and I'm going to change that to 2 p.m. and click Done. Now I'm going to choose when this exam will be due. This is going to be a 2-hour exam, but for the accommodated group, I'm going to allow them to finish the exam in 2.5 hours. I'm also going to give them a 3-hour window in which they can complete the exam. This will provide for some extra time for any technical issues that they may experience when they're getting started. So I'm going to make this due on April 1st. And since I'm going to provide them with 3 hours in which to complete the exam, I'm going to have it due at 5 p.m. I'm going to provide a time limit of 2 hours and 30 minutes. So when the students within this group start their exam, they will have 2 hours and 30 minutes in which to finish it. If they do not finish before 5 p.m., you'll see here the auto submit is enabled, which means that at 5 p.m., anything that has not yet been finished will be submitted regardless. You can also choose your email notification settings here. Um, this provides you with an email notification whenever students complete the exam. And I'm going to click on Save. So now I have two exams, one for the accommodated group, and I'm going to ensure that the settings within the initial group are also consistent with the time frame that I'm looking for. So for this group, I'm going to change it to the standard group. And again, I'm going to make sure that this is set for the right date and the right time. But in this case, I'm only going to provide 2 hours. Oops. I'm only going to provide 2 hours to this group since they are the standard group and they have not requested a time accommodation for writing this exam. I'll leave all the other settings the way they are. And we're done. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always reach out to King's ITS by submitting a ticket at kings.uwo.ca/ITS. You can click on the ITS work request button on the left, and that will bring you to the form where you can submit questions about anything related to ITS at King's. You can also reach out to either David Thuss or myself, Corey Cook, via email. You will also find our information on the King's University College website. Here, under our team, you'll find our email addresses here. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.